Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the Can Caddy Cash show that we do with Jeff Cadillac from jeffcadillac.com every week. This is the NFL Week 3 show that we do with them. And in Week 2, Jeff Cadillac, 4-1. Are you kidding me? Jeff Cadillac, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks for having me, Peter.
4-1. Are you kidding me? Are you Jeff Cadillac? 4-1. Where did that come from, Jeff Cadillac?
It was always in me. It was just yearning to come out.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. So now you're 6-4. Again, don't get too cocky now, though. You know what I mean? Because pride goeth before the fall. And I can see Jeff Cadillac getting all cocky after a 4-1 week, coming back, giving his picks, being like, "All right, this is great. What happens if I go 5-0? 0-5.
Well,
always happens.
If I go 5-0, Peter said he's going to wear a toga on this show.
No, I didn't. I did not say that. I did not say it. But I'll tell you, if you go 5-0, I'll definitely kiss your ass even more than I'm kissing it right now. But 4-1. Hey, Jeff Cadillac, credit where credit is due. Congratulations where congratulations are warranted. Congratulations on your awesome, kick-ass week last week. Thanks so much for all your free picks. 6-4 against spread overall on the year. And let's see what you can tell us about Week 3.
Well, this week I'd like to go 5-0. Okay. We'll see what happens, but I'd like to start off right away going with Indianapolis Colts against Jacksonville. Indianapolis on the road, laying 6.5. We all know what happened on Monday night. I had Philly +3.
Yes, you
Indianapolis
did. Yes, you
on
did.
This show, I said Andrew Luck, when the pressure's on late in the game, throws an interception, and by golly, look what he did. He threw an interception. Philly came back nicely, covered the game, won outright. Indianapolis, after this game, I can tell you right now, Andrew Luck's not going to go 3 losses in a row for the first time in his career. After a loss, Andrew Luck is 10-1 straight up, 9-1-1 against the spread. Jacksonville, where are they going? I mean, Indianapolis is 5-2 against them in Jacksonville against the spread. I don't think Jacksonville has a shot. They don't even know if the season started yet. They don't know which way they're going. I don't know why they don't bring in Bortles as their quarterback, because Jacksonville's not going anywhere. Against Jacksonville, Indianapolis will get back on the track, and I like them covering the 6.5 spread against Jacksonville. Take Indianapolis.
All right. Well, I can certainly see that Jacksonville has has not come close to covering this spread so far this year. So they might be free money fading going against until further notice, and you might have a winner there. All right. What's your second pick for us, Jeff Cadillac?
My second game this week, I like San Francisco on the road, laying 3 at Arizona. San Francisco, as we all know, is a great road favorite. They are 7-0, the last 7 as a road favorite. They, bounced back after that Chicago loss. They were at home 17-0. They were leading in that game. Chicago, and then Kaepernick throws 3 interceptions. He had also a fumble. That was his second worst game as a pro. I don't see it happening again. I think Jim Harbaugh said, look, it happens. It happens to the best of them. They're going to bounce back. Arizona, who have they played really particularly well? They beat the Giants, big deal. The Giants had a chance in the fourth quarter to win that game, but they made mistakes. They had a fumble, and they had an interception. Arizona was lucky. Ted Ginn returned a punt for a touchdown. They won that game. But if you look at it, Arizona didn't play exactly, such a great game. Then they also let San Diego in the first game. Nice big lead. They had to come back. Rivers also made a few mistakes in that game. Arizona came out ahead only by a point. I think San Francisco bounces back in this game. The last 7 at San Francisco at Arizona. San Francisco 6-1 against the spread. I love the defense for San Francisco. They're going to play better. I know Aldon Smith is out. Navarro Bowman is out. A couple of guys, they left the ship for greener pastures. But I like San Francisco to bounce back this weekend against Arizona in the desert.
All right, Jeff Cadillac, winning kind of suits you. You're coming out as very poised and articulate this week. I actually think that the line right now is 2.5. I'll check right after the video, but I think we can give you 2.5 on that one. All right, what's your third pick, Jeff Cadillac?
Okay, my third pick, Denver, +5 at Seattle.
Wow.
Come on. Seattle is going to roll over Denver like Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, okay.
Because Seattle was already pulled out. I had San Diego last week. Seattle is a different team on the road. A lot of people think in the Legion of Doom it goes everywhere. No, it doesn't go everywhere. It stays in Seattle a lot. On the road, they're not as good at home. And then they were calling out the defense. Richard Sherman got called out. Believe me, they are pissed off. Denver, look at them. What has Denver done? They barely beat. Kansas City was back in that game. You had Indianapolis back in the game. They can't lay out, they can't put that nail in the coffin. And they have no running game either. Last year, they had no Sean Moreno to take a little bit of that load off Peyton Manning. Now they got Monty Ball, and Monty Ball is not really doing anything. So Denver right now is without a running game. There's holes in that defense as well. And I think Seattle over here is going to roll all over Denver at home. In Seattle, I would lay to 5 points. This is a rematch, obviously, of the Super Bowl. And for more in-depth analysis on any of these games that I'm talking about, you got to check my website at jeffcadillac.com. And my best bet on Friday, Twitter.
I agree with you that Denver's got Monty Ball. What are they going to do with Monty Ball? Nothing. So, yeah, Seattle probably is the right side here. I'm agreeing with you, Jeff Cadillac. All right, what's your fourth pick?
Okay, my fourth game is Kansas City +4 at Miami. Now, both these teams are coming off a loss. Kansas City lost Jamal Charles. Miami also lost Noshan Moreno. Miami just signed Dan Thomas, by the way. They cut him in August as a replacement for Noshan Moreno. But I think off the loss and coming home, I think Miami will win this game outright. And Kansas City, believe me, they're fakers right now because they can't beat anybody. They lost the first week against Tennessee. They weren't really in that game against Denver, but Denver seems to be this year. They're not annihilating opponents. They're basically getting a lead in the game and kind of coasting, playing not to lose. And when you do that and you let teams hang around, let me tell you something. Surprises happen, fumbles happen, interceptions happen, and that's what's going to happen in Denver. You're going to see it. They are going to lose. But getting back to the Kansas City was in the game last week against Denver towards the end, and all of a sudden Denver had to have some miracles like in the last few seconds of the game, and Kansas City was driving all the way into Denver territory. They were like on the 11-yard line. Mm-hmm. So if they had more time, they possibly could have scored, tied the game. Who knows? But Kansas City, they're not going anywhere. And now that it's in Miami, I like Miami. Kansas City also has 7 starters either on suspension or injured. Take Miami at home, lay the 4 points against Kansas City.
Okay, sounds good. Miami off the loss. All right, next pick, Jeff Cadillac. What do you have for us?
Okay, Monday Night Football. Here we go. Chicago +3 at the Jets. I was a little surprised about this spread because I would think Chicago had a nice, impressive win against San Francisco on Sunday night. And the Jets basically had a 21-6 lead against Green Bay, which they eventually lost. I would think that the favorite in this game would be Chicago, even though they're on the road. But the Jets are actually laying 3 at home. And I'll tell you this, I like Rex Ryan on Monday night. He's 2-1 against the spread on Monday night, and on a bounce-back weekend, he loves it. It's like he's going to go through the tapes and look at certain things. And Geno Smith actually played better this past week, even though some people say, oh, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. On that fourth down, that touchdown throw that was actually called back because there was an inadvertent timeout called, that was a crisp pass. He threw that pass. That was like a 40-yard pass, and he threw it down the middle. I liked it. I saw things there. I think Chicago's run defense is still shaky. San Francisco didn't take it to task like they should have last week, but Buffalo did in the first week. Chicago did make some adjustments, but I think the Jets, with their running game, and if they play smart in this game, the fact that it's a bounce-back week for them and Chicago is coming off the win, I like the Jets laying the 3 at home on Monday night.
Jeff Cadillac from jeffcadillac.com. 5 more picks from NFL Week 3. Seem pretty solid to me. We will see how you do. Can't wait for our call next week. Thanks so much, Jeff.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round. A real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.